Hi, I'm John Byrne with Poets and Quants. Welcome to a new edition of Handicapping Your MBA Odds.
I'm Sandy Kreisberg, the HBS guru.
Now, we have a 22-year-old successful entrepreneur who tells us he's never really had stellar grades. He didn't go to an Ivy League school. We don't know what he majored in or what school, in fact, he went to, but he wants to know if he can get into Harvard and Stanford. Harvard or Stanford, or maybe both. Now, here's his story. He built a successful real estate tech startup. He raised capital, and he's on his way to a successful exit. The other kind of interesting thing is he says about himself he built several successful mobile apps and a second successful business in the drone space. He's been published several times by quote-unquote major publications and accepted into several distinguished accelerator programs. So this kid sounds like a future mini Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, the future.
He's here. He's realizing it, right?
That's his problem.
Why?
Why does he need an MBA? The more he claims to need an MBA, the more it undercuts what he said about these accomplishments. It's very difficult to say, I've started a successful app business and I'm exiting it and I've earned, $1 million. And to follow that and saying, well, great, start another one, Jack. Why do you need an MBA?
Maybe it'll even be more successful with the business know-how he gathers up in his school.
The
network he acquires.
Not even business schools.
The mentoring he gets from faculty.
Let me say that. Not even business schools believe that. Really. I think his chances at Stanford are, I'll do his chances, then I'll tell him a better way to spin this maybe. His chances at Stanford are real low. It's like 10%. Unless, here's an important part of this story. Were any of those companies venture backed? Did he say that?
No. He just said raised capital on his own, but he didn't say they're literally venture-backed companies.
Which do you think is better?
Venture-backed companies.
Why?
Well, look at Sand Hill Road. It's not very far from Stanford, and there are VCs climbing all over the place.
But it's better because the schools say someone else believes in this guy.
That's right. Again, it's a screen.
It's a pre-screening.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So that's an issue. The way this guy would get into Stanford is if he raised money from powerful VCs and they back him at Stanford. That's the way a guy like this gets into Stanford, if at all.
Okay.
That's the way it happens.
Harvard odds.
Same thing.
10%.
10, 15%.
Yeah.
They're even. And let me say this, the drone thing, the weird music starts playing. Yeah, I mean, you begin to wonder. I realize the drone space is very powerful and very popular, but there's enough about this guy that's shaky. Then saying I'm interested in drones, it begins to sound like, please show me this is a guy you do a home visit on, okay? I just want to make sure everything you say is true there, okay?
Okay, how can he shape this story and make it better and increase his odds?
Drop the drones and say what he wants to do is become a VC, that he's learned from people who've helped him and he wants to, and he's worked at VC places and he wants to be an investor. That's the only story that makes sense. And many of the company starters at Stanford and Harvard, that's their story, folks.
There you have it. That's an unusual candidate, 22-year-old, but successful entrepreneur who wants that degree. Good luck to you and to everyone else out there. May your MBA dreams come true.